guys, welcome back. My name is Rees, as some of y'all already know, and I'm here to bring a message to whomever this resonates with, okay? This will be very specific. We are diving into the energy of the eclipse season. So, now peaks the solar eclipse. Last time I was here, I was discussing the lunar eclipse as I was at the beginning of this eclipse season. And now peaks the solar eclipse. So this is interesting, but I was led to go ahead and get a video out. The energy was so potent during the lunar eclipse. There was a lot going on, a lot of power, magic, alchemy in the air. And I've discussed that in one of the videos, in the specific video regarding the lunar eclipse. But yeah, the energy was so high, so potent. I got out a couple of messages, and ones that I felt needed to come out. After a while, I didn't want to force it. I only wanted to create videos touching upon that subject that, hey sweetie, that resonated with that. And I didn't want to be redundant with it. I didn't want to keep coming out with a whole bunch of readings the entire eclipse season, like updating you guys if it was the same energy, so I only felt led to make a video if there was like an energetic message that needed to come out that I did not already tell you guys yet. But right now, something specific needs to come out. I don't know what it is. What you doing, sweetie? Hold on 1 second, y'all. The cat wants to go. Okay. Oh, follow your heart. This is what needed to come out? Y'all gotta hear something specific in regards to this? Okay. Follow your heart. And it's also the wee hours of the morning, which is why I'm talking a little calmer. I'm being respectful to the energy around me. Everybody's asleep, okay? Except for me. I'm the only one with this high-ass energy right now. Everybody else is chilling in the astral. So I'm going to bring it on down. Follow your heart. Fall back. And the Fool. Follow your heart, fall back, the Fool. The numbers that also came out are 37, 35, and 38. So someone could be in their mid to upper 30s. But okay, back to the energy of the solar eclipse that we're talking about right now. So follow your heart, fall back, the Fool. I feel as if something different is going to come out right now, although this is kind of synonymous to readings that I've been tapping into lately. So with this eclipse, I feel like it's just wringing out all the bad and making total way for all of the good. So not all eclipse seasons mark the beginning and the end of something. The majority, absolutely. But because they're known to do that. But according to our timelines and things, it's not always specific that there has to be, like it's imperative that there is a beginning and an end in your timeline. However, this one is super powerful that it kind of is. For everybody, for the majority, I should say. But with this follow your heart, fall back, in the Fool, the way this eclipse season is cleansing our lives and making way for new is because we are remembering who we are. I'm sorry if that is getting so redundant and a little cliche on my channel that I keep saying things like that. But that is the energy that keeps coming out. And also, what I focus on this channel is ascension and us rising to our northest node, our highest self, our most polished self, our godliest self. And in doing that, 9 times out of 10, that's just remembering who we are. So it's not much of a fight to get to a place because this is who you've never been, or like you just, oh, it's not something, it's not to say, oh, this is who I'm not, so this is who I want to be. Rather, that's not what it is when we are chasing, or not chasing, because we don't chase, we attract. When we attract our Northeast node, we are essentially just becoming who we always were meant to be, who we always were in the first freaking place. It was everything around us and our experiences and all kind of other things that tell us that we aren't this person. So the path gets a little blurry, the road gets a little messy, and going to our Northeast node, because you done forgot who the fuck you were for a little bit. So now you have to sit there and heal some parts of you, repair some things. But okay, just keep that in your back pocket, all right? I'm gonna tie it all together in a second. Follow your heart, fall back the fool. With this eclipse season and you remembering who you are, it feels good right now. It's okay if chaos is happening because it is eclipse season. So that's expected a little bit. You never know what the divine got up their sleeve, to make things happen, to move this piece and put this piece there instead. We just never freaking know. But it's going to feel good because the first card that came out was follow your heart. So it's something about returning to yourself that's just going to feel so goddamn good. It's like you're releasing any expectations that were put on you, that even you put on your damn self. But it's going to feel good to let loose and just be. Fall back. Yeah, it's a huge surrender. That's why I was like, yo, if the chaos is commencing, let it. Because it's for a reason. Everything is happening for a reason right now. Usually, eclipses look like tower moments when it's time for the shifts to happen, because it's very abrupt and assertive. Like, I don't even know if assertive is the right word, but it's like I said what I said. I guess assertive would be the right word. It's very I said what I said type shit. So especially if you've been praying or just trying to align yourself in a certain energy and you were dead ass about it to the point where you called your team, you sat down, you had meetings with them, and you've been scripting and journaling your manifestations and just putting so much energy, because energy is everything. So you put all this energy, that's juju, that's magic, baby. That's magic, okay? Sometimes God be hearing us and don't give us exactly what we want because there's a better plan, especially according to what we prayed for. Because again, it's all happening for us. Everything is happening for us. For us. So your strongest thought, that's where your beat, that's the compass right there. That's where things are going in the direction of. So if your strongest thought are all your manifestations and everything you've been journaling, because this is what you've been putting all your energy into, right? That's energy. That's conjure. Right there, you're just putting all that in a bowl, a ball, and then boom, light that match, and it happens, it manifests. So when you're putting all your energy into something, and then you come face to face with an eclipse, the divine is going to try to work with you in regards to what you've been asking for. So even if the chaos may look a little wild, chaotic, a little rah-rah-ish, just wait. Trust the process a little bit. Trust the process a little bit. It's set up to be a tower moment, because building something takes a while. But for it to be destroyed, for it to collapse, 20 seconds, if that. 12, for real. Something that could have taken you years to build can immediately be destroyed ASAP. That's what a tower does. That's how the turnaround time is for a tower. It's immediate. So when eclipse season comes and everything is happening, that's everything being shifted into place. That's the tower. Because everything that was standing needs to come down, needs to be no more, needs to make room for what it is that you were pouring that big ball of energy into. All right? So, surrender. Because when that happens, we don't want to have a hand in that. We don't want to manipulate the situation. Obviously, our manipulation was enough that we have to pray our way out of or towards something that we want, rather, but more so like away from the energy that we are currently in. We're not necessarily, I wouldn't say that we're not content with it. It's just whatever you're praying for, you're looking for more. It's something additional than what is there right now. And the reason why you don't have it is because you've had a hand in your destiny. And this is what you've came up with. So now you're praying like, I can't do it. God, you got me? So you're going to the divine, asking for larger help here. And yeah. When you do that, you just gotta wait. Source heard you. Source will always hear. Source heard you. So just sit there and wait. Because this fallback energy is the overall energy out of these cards right here. So there's a big energy of surrender. Following your heart and the Fool. The Fool is also the Fool in tarot. The Fool is a blank slate, starting fresh. In this deck specifically, is that a little bit, but they more so talk about basically like what's the word I'm looking for? To describe somebody as being foolish, that's them not necessarily caring how they look, how they're coming off, what anybody else is thinking. They're just themselves. They're I really don't know the word, but you're not afraid to be curious. You're not afraid to put yourself out there. Like, I'm gonna show you the card. Look at the card a little bit. It's a whole clown. You see that? So the Fool, it's like, don't be afraid to tap into that child energy. That, because children don't give a damn. They don't care, okay? And like, they'll do something now that they think is just so like outgoing and out there, and you record a video of them, show them a few years later, they embarrassed because they're like, yo, what the hell was I doing? But for real, you was just being yourself. You was being blissful. You were chilling, yo. You were frolicking. And that's what they're basically saying. So with this eclipse season, you're letting go of any type of energy that can interfere with you just not giving a damn and going for it. Go for it, yo. Follow your heart. So this eclipse season had a lot of that. If a lot of you guys have just recently been like, you know what, screw it, I don't care what nobody thinks, I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna do it, and you guys could watch. I'm not about to block nobody. I'm not blocking nobody. Honestly, you can subscribe if you want to. Give me a couple of dollars as you click these. Like, that's literally how, because that's so funny. I wasn't saying that in regards to the situation right here, you know. What I was saying was basically like, you don't care so much so that you're like, let everybody watch, and if they do have something to say, publicity is publicity. All publicity is good publicity. Even if you got something bad to say, thank you, baby, for the attention. That's what I'm going at with this. Like, just follow your heart. You really, truly don't care, yo. You don't care. That's also what I'm getting from the fallback. It's like you have this nonchalant energy too. Like, you're just like, yo, like, I'm chilling. This is who I am. This is what I do. Take my business card. Save it. Actually, pass it out for real, for real. Give me some more business. So that's good, because that is exactly what's going to attract the things that you are manifesting or were manifesting in this eclipse season. This eclipse season had a lot to do with falling back. Remember who you are. Remembering who you are. That first video I put out in regards to this eclipse season, I was talking about alchemy. And in the alchemy video, it was more so focused on you tapping into your alchemy. However, let us not forget that we are remembering who we are, because at one point, that's all this was. we give it names now. Oh, she's a hoodoo woman, she's a conjure woman, she's a witch, she does this, she does that. I'm putting herbs together, y'all. Herbs, they grow outside. They grow outside, y'all. Oils, we also get that naturally. Like it's not rocket science. It's not. I'm not in a lab with it. I'm in nature. I'm literally using what God gave me. And that is another message that I was saying, like, yo, use what God gave you. That's what I was saying in the alchemy video. So with this follow your heart, fall back the fool, man, and we're in the energy of the solar eclipse now. Like, it's so funny. The what's the word I'm looking for? Crescendo is not the word. The rise, I guess, whatever, to this moment right now from the lunar eclipse up until the solar eclipse. Very interesting, the energy and how we've gone from that to this. It started off as like, yo, tap into your alchemy, tap into your alchemy. And if anybody who actually did, if anybody has actually tapped into their alchemy, they're like, all right, you've gone far enough, you there. Now, now it's on. And now we remember who the hell we are, all right? Now we tap in. Now we lock in. I love this for you. I love this for y'all. For real. 10 of Wands. The World. The Sun. I knew the sun was going to come out. As soon as I started pressing record, I was like, yo, the sun is going to come out. I have a feeling, because I just feel the sun energy. I feel the sun energy. That's why I was so led to come over here and say something tonight, just now. And not let this time go by. Even though it's the wee hours in the morning. This is a solar eclipse, and the sun is sunning, y'all. The sun is sunning, okay? The sun is sunning. It's not playing. I reside in New York, and lately it's been brick. All right, I reside in New York. You're gonna get the New York lingo. It's brick out here. All right, it's cold as hell. And I mean, like, I dressed my daughter in her gloves and her hat on top of the hood the other day she was in a snorkel coat. Like, we were both in our winter coats 2 days ago. Tomorrow is going to be, well, technically today, because it's the wee hours in the morning. So later on today, it's going to be a warm front up to 80 degrees. Where did that come from? I literally just dressed my daughter in some gloves, and I wasn't far off. I had that on too, but she was just way more snuggled than I was, because, you know, she's a little girl. But the emphasis was, because I already know baby girl gonna be in a dress tomorrow. She gonna be in it, well, later on today. It's just, that's not by way of coincidence. And we all know that they up there playing with the weather. We all know they got the machine going. But I don't even want to, I'm not about to sit there and give them the credit. This ain't their credit. The sun is sunning. And I think there's a huge message onto tomorrow. There's a huge message that needs to come out. You guys are going to see it firsthand in y'all daily experiences as y'all go through this energy of the solar eclipse. I just wanted to give y'all a heads up, because I don't know, I just needed to. So maybe you guys will take something from this as y'all put something with what y'all got going on, and you put two and two together, you come up with your own message. But just know that if you were to, if anything has been coming to you lately saying to, yo, just put yourself out there, yo, just do it. Just do it. Who cares what anybody's thinking? Who cares that other people are in the same lane as you? Who cares if you have the same idea as somebody else? Not like you. There's only one you, though. Just do it. Just do it. Do it, yo. Just do it. There's also been, this meme that's been circulating, and it was like, following your dreams is embarrassing. Something like that. Like, there's no safe way to follow your dream, or no comfortable way to follow your dream, or something like that. It hurts, it's annoying, it takes some time, and it's embarrassing. It's some shit like that. It was hilarious. But I'm just like, yo. So we all going through the same thing here. We all had the same experience, for real. Because it's not even like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. Like, I have no confidence in myself. It's not that type of embarrassment. It's the ability to show your vulnerability of being able to start from scratch. Because you have to start from scratch and show the world. It's not enough to start from scratch and be a hermit. Because then when it's time for you to come out of hermit, you're still starting from scratch. You know, you just started from scratch with a little bit of skill, but it's not the same as applying that in front of the people, for the world to have. It's a different type of thing when you're doing it on your own versus gifting your gift to the world. So, anywho, let me not stray too far. Let's get back into this. 10 of Wands, the world, the sun. I said all this because the sun energy is coming out. Yes, the sun is sunning. Said all that because the sun is sunning, y'all. 10 of Wands, you have reached your completion and now you're about to sail off into the, that's why I said frolic. Because I was like, why did I say frolic? No one's frolicking. That's why, because you are frolicking, my friend. Look at this field of sunflowers. You would be in a field of sunflowers as it's a solar eclipse. You would. So this is the order in which they came out. 10 of Wands, the worlds, and the sun. Yeah, so it's like you reached some type of completion, because we got that twice. We got the 10 of Wands, which is completion, and the world, which is the last card in the tarot of the major arcanas, and that is the ultimate completion. That is you completing the cycle from the Fool, from beginning to the end, y'all. Oh my God. So y'all did the damn thing. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. Let me put some respect on your name. I don't know who I was talking to. Somebody who I am talking to right now has been laying it brick by brick. I'm over here talking about remember who you are. You know who the hell you are. I'm over here talking about tap into your alchemy. You've been tapping into your alchemy. You've been tapping into your alchemy, baby. You got the Fool in the sun. I ain't even put 2 and 2 together, but now I did. Oh my God. You from the beginning, you have been laying it brick by brick. And it could have taken you a long ass time to remember who you are, to not give a damn about anything else, but to follow what it is that your intuition is telling you, that your soul is calling you to, because that's your North Node. You're brave enough to do that shit. You're surrendering enough to do that shit. Fall back. That's a bravery of surrender. That's a surrender of bravery. There we go. You know how brave you gotta be to take your paws off a situation and let Source do it? An energy that you don't know where the fuck. I cannot see Source where. I can't touch Source. I cannot see Source. All I do is have faith in Source. I could sit there and pick up this glass, but something about me wants to have faith that Source is going to make sure this thing right here gets moved. And I don't like, there's a possibility for the impossible to happen when you surrender. And you have found that, yo. That's why I was like, yo, I'm sorry. Let me put some respect on your name. Because after you figure that the fuck out, can't nothing stop you. That's not something you forget. That's why they're saying remember who you are. That's why. And you have remembered who you are. Yo, the portal is open permanently forevermore. What a powerful ass eclipse this was. Now I see. It's all making sense now. This is a powerful ass eclipse because it is a permanent ass eclipse. You've done work. You put in work with this 10 of Wands, brick by fucking brick, yo, from start to finish, the Fool to the world. And you about to frolic into the sunflower fields because you deserve it on your high white ass horse. Because you deserve it. Look at that little baby. Look how you see the energy of new beginnings, freshness. It's a little kid. It's a little kid. The innocence, that full energy. Yeah, so this eclipse season did something for you. This eclipse season did a lot for you. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, yeah, look at you. Look at you. Look at you. Talk to y'all nice for real. Talk to y'all nice. Yeah, at one point you were a little disheartened about your circumstances. You were a little couldn't but you couldn't believe that you had to freaking wait. You couldn't believe that nothing that you were doing was working. You did lay the foundation, though. You did build it brick by brick, but you needed to build those bricks, even though it wasn't a full house yet. God had to put the roof on it, but you had to understand what that labor was like. You had to understand what it meant to spiritually work for something. Because God don't do handouts unless you absolutely deserve it. You have to deserve it. You got to deserve it. Sometimes people deserve it from a past life. You never know what their situation is. That's not for you to sit there and figure out. Keep your eyes on your own goddamn paper. But you have to prove yourself when you're asking for this type of access that you've granted. You got to prove yourself, because no one man should have all that power. Not if you don't know what the fuck to do with it. Source ain't gonna sit there and give it to you and you don't know what the hell to do with it. You're gonna sit there and burn bridges. You're gonna blow the bag. You're gonna just do a whole bunch of irresponsible shit that you should not do had you not had the proper training. With you building everything brick by brick, you had the proper training, okay? So this 10 of Wands was in line with this 5 of Cups. And it was like, as you were building the brick, a part of you felt like, it wasn't going to happen for you. Or like you were a little delusional a little bit. Because again, you were the fool. You put yourself out there. So it took a lot of bravery for you to even do any of this, to put yourself in this position, to have this vulnerability and have all these people watch you carry all these damn wands. Ain't nobody help you. Ain't nobody ask you if you needed help. You carrying all these wands everywhere, through the desert, through the mud, upstairs. She's entering the city right now with mad wands. Mad wands, hunchback. Oh, but she in a skirt though. Oh, and you did it with so much grace. You was so dainty with it. Ain't nothing dropping. If you did, you bent your knees and did the pickup like that. You ain't bend over dusty for everybody to see. You wasn't clumsy with it. It was just like, oh my goodness, as I pick one up, 2 more dropping. Oh my goodness, nah. You held your own. But it may have been a little heavy, which is why you were in 5 of Cups energy. A part of you did not like that. But now that you were in this type of energy, you were realizing that all of that was just crying over spilled milk. You just literally just needed to trust the process. You just needed to trust the process, because now with this world, the sun, and I didn't want to spoil it, but the last card was the 10 of Pentacles. We ain't get there yet, but yo, you got the 10 of Pentacles in your spread, bro. You got the 10 of Pentacles. Like, this is a different type of access. This is a different type of access. That's why I was so, because I was like, yo, what? Because there were just so many signs about like, oh, tap into alchemy, tap into alchemy. I'm like, damn, I said it. Why y'all need me to keep saying it like that, yo? But I just didn't understand what the, like, I mean, I get it because I be tapping into alchemy, but I didn't understand like why. I guess the message was so repetitive, but it makes sense. And it makes sense why I had to get this message out at this time too. It's a big confirmation, a big stamp, a big heads up to let you know that you got some crazy type of abundance, all because like the way you fell back and surrendered, the way you fell back and surrendered. So strong. That takes a different type of strength. To go from the fool to the world, that takes a different type of strength. Some people don't make it through the journey. Some people can't handle the journey. 10 wands? With 10 wands on your back? Not good. Rebirth. What I tell y'all about this Phoenix energy? What I tell y'all about this Phoenix energy, y'all? Every end is a new beginning. I just love the channel that I have between my team and I. It's just such an open channel. Such confirmation. Because I said this. This is what I said. So I'm just smiling about it all, because I'm just like, wow. Yeah, y'all are really rising from some ashes, y'all, and going into the sun. This is beautiful. Beautiful. Rebirth. And you're only going to keep getting better. You're only going to be reinventing yourself, rebranding yourself. There's not going to be a death to this. That's why I was saying it's something about this where it's going to be repetitive. You have this access now, because once you remember who you are, you don't forget. Divine beings, they don't forget. Deities, they don't forget. Goddesses, gods, they don't forget. Baby, I am of source. I'm not going to forget. Never going to forget. All right? So with the phoenix, there is no end to a phoenix. When it's time for them to part, they just simply turn into ashes, and from the ashes, they rise anew them. So you're in the energy of rebirth, if anything. There is no end. And it looks like a whole bunch of this. Lots of this. All right? So that was a beautiful read. Well done, y'all. This was a very, 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 very powerful eclipse season. And if you neared the end of it and was able to, what's the word, resonate with anything that I've been saying, then get ready for that windfall, because you did it. You opened that door. You utilized this portal. You used your alchemy. Good shit. I love y'all. Bye.